who's joining me on the broadcast. Mr. Hasib, a warm welcome to you. And I want to begin with your opening comments. Mr. Hasib, am I audible to you? I think you'll have to unmute yourself. We're, of course, talking about the violence which has erupted at several polling booths across Bangladesh on Thursday, leading to the death of a political leader. What would you like to say on that?
Well, if there is an election in Bangladesh, that's a very common sense. But yes, death is not accepted, violence is not accepted, and it's not done. So personally, being the citizen of Bangladesh, I don't like it, I don't appreciate it. Rather, I would say the time has come to end the political violence, especially while the election time and the national election is going on. And sadly, the interim government started doing a lot of reforms, but they failed to reform and gain strength and power and energy and capacity of the police that we had before. So that leads a lot of mobsters to take opportunities, make some scenes, and where people die. So that's unfortunate, I'd say.
And of course, Mr. Hasib, I have to talk to you about the fact that it's a big day for Bangladesh as 127 million eligible citizens cast their votes in the first national election after the fall of the Sheikh Hasina government. What would you like to say on that?
Well, this is very interesting and this is very unique and very original. So there was this BNP and Jamaat, they were allies, and the main politics they had, which is anti-Awami League. And Awami League also had the same politics, which is like anti-BNP Jamaat League alliance. Okay, how to counter them? As Awami League is gone because of their misdeeds, so they're now friends become rivals, and they are doing the election. That's my first thing, being the citizen. And being a journalist, where I have seen what I have seen that I can really share you. It's now 3:30 p.m. in Dhaka, and we have left 1 more hour. So in the first half, we have the voting percentage is around 38 point something. We didn't have the latest counts, how much it has gone up or still stuck with 38. But in the first morning, which started at 7:30 a.m., at the first 2 hours, it was pretty low. But now, when the time goes up, the number of voters are coming more and more. And very interesting is I have seen a grandfather and his whole family there. They are all voting, casting their vote as they want to, they wish to. They have their all favorite people. So they have these young voters, first-time voters, obviously, who are very much fascinated with the young leaders. They have these mid-age people like me, who have moral, okay, they have pretty old, pretty new mixture of bold era of politics, and they have these old people. So this is the scenario of Bangladesh, and right now they are very much excited. Everybody is happy. Just a minute ago, I was talking, before joining you, I was talking to a older citizen who's around 76 years old, and he is happy in the street, walking around, talking to people, just because he casted his vote. After so many days, he doesn't matter whoever he voted, but he voted his own. No one there to stop him. No one was there to, rig his vote or etc. etc. So it's an absolutely festive mood. But yes, there are some accidents going on when close friend becomes rivals. They both well aware of their strength, capacity, their strategy. They know their political buddies, political people who are their sympathizer, who doesn't like them. So it's like that. Also, it's one of the big things is that as Awami League is not allowed to be participant because of their misdeeds, they have killed 1,400 people as per the UN fact-finding mission had submitted the report, and that have been well taken noted. So these people who they will vote for, that was the biggest question. Some people say half of the people will go for Jamaat, some people say half of the people will go for BNP. But my feeling is at least there are like 3 to 4 sections of this whole Army League voters. 1% of those went for the BNP, 1% of those went for Jamaat, other went for to put no vote on the reform paper because like two ballots. One is the parliamentary election ballot, one is the reform ballot. So they want to destroy this, or they doesn't want this reform to happen. And the rest of the Army League voters, they didn't went to anywhere. They were like remained silent. They seem to be very upset and they sort of cheated as the leader had to went to India to save herself.
All right, Mr. Hasib, I'll come back to you. Now, as of 12 p.m., the voter turnout in Bangladesh is 32.88% in 32,789 centers. This was announced by Bangladesh Election Commission Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed. I want to go back to Morshid Hasib, who's a Bangladeshi journalist who's joining me. Mr. Hasib, how do you feel about this voter turnout, which is at a 32.88% currently?
Yeah, the number came out 3 hours ago, so it's going to be pretty high right now. My prediction, I would say, the turning out at the end of the day, it can be around 58 to 68%. Depends on people's mood, because everybody is now in the street as it's a national holiday. They're going here and there, gossip. I mean, they're having chai, lots of things. So, but the presence in the voting booths are quite high. I've been to at least 10 to 15 centers in Dhaka, from the richest place to the poorest place, from university to the normal residential area. So it seems the festive is going on.
All right, and with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on NewsX. And now moving on, now the National